everybody and welcome to Gardening with Ben. Well, today it's absolutely chucking it down. We've had rain for the last 24 to 36 hours, non-stop rain. So I'm not out on the plot today because it's too wet, and yeah, I don't want to get wet myself. I don't need to grow anymore. I'm 6'5" already. So we're going to be in the shed today. As you know, I've been tidying out my polytunnel. I've revamped it all. I've cleared all the rubbish out of it, but I moved a lot of it into my shed, as a lot of it can be kept, like my plant pots and everything like that. So we moved a lot of it into the shed, but I just dumped it in. I didn't put them in any specific place. So the job today is to start clearing out my shed. I won't get it all done today because it's a massive shed and there's a lot of mess. But today's challenge is to start it, get going with it, because come springtime, this is going to be the hub where I grow all my seeds and start them all off from scratch, as this is a nice little shed what I've got all the shelving up, and it's perfect space to put them, because in the polytunnel I don't like to put them on the ground because rats and mice come along, eat them, and yeah, the slugs get them. So I like to grow them in my shed, and it gets nice and warm in here as well because it's all made of perspex and plastic, so it gets pretty warm. This is like my greenhouse, what I've built myself. So let's have a look at the state it's in and see what we're doing today. So as you can see, my shed is an absolute state. As I said, I've took a lot of the stuff out of the polytunnel and brought it in here while I was tidying all that up. So we've got a big job ahead of us. We've also got these wallflowers what I sowed in August. I weren't expecting them to flower this year, but we need to get those out as well. So we'll be taking those out this weekend. And we've got some foxgloves, I think these are. So we need to get those planted as well this weekend sometime and get those out in the allotment. So yeah, we have got a massive job inside this shed. It's an absolute state. But I might try and start getting all the shelving cleared and tidied. So that's one job done, and then I can get ready for sowing my seeds on them next year. But yeah, absolutely loads to clear up. Hamster cage. It will come in handy. It'll protect plants. But yeah, we have got lots to do in here and get it ready for next year down at the plot. And that is day one of the shed transformation, getting it all ready and prepared, ready for springtime. We've not got a lot of building work to do in here this winter time, but we're going to be tidying it all up and getting it all ready, and hopefully grow some great vegetables in here, start them all off next year, ready for springtime. So yeah, let's have a look at what we've done. I've actually done a lot more than I thought I would do today. I didn't think I'd do as much. I was thinking I'll split it up into 3 days and it should only take about that amount of time, but I've got so much done, I'm happy. Let's have a look at what we've done. So I've cleared up a lot of the entrance to the shed, and it's easy to come in the shed now. You don't have to climb over everything. But yeah, we've cleared all that. We've still got all this bit to do, but like I said, I'm going to be planting these out. We're going to get them all planted out, and my wallflowers, especially now that they're flowering, these need to go outside. So yeah, they're fine. We've cleared down all the shelving, all the stuff what we're on the shelving. We've started sorting out all those trays, what we get when we buy these plants. So they'll definitely come in handy for sowing the seeds in next time. We're stacking those trays up. We've got to clean them all. They still don't need cleaning, but we're stacking them up for the time being. Sorting out a lot of my tools and everything. Up there, we're sorting all them out. Piling all this rubbish up, ready for the tip. Yes, more tip runs. I do accumulate a lot of rubbish. I don't know if anybody else is the same. But yeah, lots of rubbish to take to the tip. We've still got all this area to do. But that's another day. We've got the old roof, what were on the shed before, what we've got to dismantle and take away. But yeah, tomorrow's job, I think I'll be clearing that top bit. That's tomorrow's job, and possibly start under there on Monday. But like I say, I only like to come in and do indoor jobs when it's raining. I like to be outside when it's dry, so we've got to make the most of the dry days. But yeah, it's coming on good. We've also got his water butt to fill back up, ready for winter, because they turn his water off over winter, so we need that filled up because they don't turn it back on until about April time, so we'll need that for our seedlings. But yeah, we've got lots to do and lots to crack on with. But yeah, certainly when it's raining, there's plenty of work that you can do down at your allotment. Don't stay at home, don't stay indoors. Get yourself in the garden, in the shed, in the greenhouse, and get those jobs done. It's one less job to do come the springtime when you're rushing around to do all your seedlings and getting all them ready. get as much done as possible, and then you can sit back and relax during the winter period, as if there's always lots to do down here. But yeah, make sure you give us a follow to stay up to date with all our progress, and remember to leave a comment, a like, a share. Until next time everyone, remember, keep smiling, keep shining, and keep gardening with Ben, everyone.